Hey, thanks for joining me, beautiful soul friends. We are doing the sacred directions reading for the time period of the 4th of April to the 6th of April. This is a period of time when the moon will be in Virgo and the sun is in Aries. This is a 5-card spread. The center card represents the will, and then I'll speak about what the directions represent particular to this reading as we go about them. I use a different deck for each reading as well, which I'll introduce as we go around the wheel as well. If you are experiencing a birthday around this time frame, happy birthday, and you will probably notice that these energies will be prevalent for you throughout the year. So let's begin with the center card, which is for the will. And our question for it is, how can I cultivate more beauty and harmony in my life through learning and self-awareness? We're using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And today we have domination. 2 naked young men wrestle in a field outside a solid-looking house. One has forced the other into a yielding position to the point of defeat. Above are the 3 symbols of the great religions descended from the prophet Abraham. Personal Mars Sagittarians devote a great deal of energy to crusading and the conversion of others to their beliefs. Staunch defenders of the truth, they can be a little blunt in putting their case to others. Because of the excessive power in this planet sign combination, some sporting or adventurous activity benefits people with this aspect at every stage of life. Foreign travel could be a satisfactory outlet for pioneering energies, and it would be surprising if Mars of Sagittarians did not spend some time abroad or with people from another country. Active participation in some religious or philosophical cause is indicated by this card. Negatively, this card can manifest as a narrow and limited view of life into which the Mars Sagittarian tries to shoehorn everyone. Not a winning strategy in the popularity stakes. As long as Mars Sagittarians do not get too dogmatic and can maintain an it takes all sorts attitude, all is well. With Mars and Sagittarius, the competitive instinct is irrepressible, and the need to come out on top in any situation can be excessive. When this card is chosen in a reading, it can mean, depending on the question asked, that either the questioner is being pressured by someone or is applying too much pressure to someone else. The domination card indicates a need to stand back and detach oneself in order to see the truth of a situation. An argument over ideals, persuading others by bullying, the start of an expedition, reckless optimism with regard to a long-term project, competitive sports. These are events associated with this card. So moving towards the east here, which represents spirit and fire, we're going to use the Dragon Oracle card deck. How can I guide the present moment of my life towards being emboldened with the highest spiritual truths? Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul, see higher possibilities. 5th dimensional shimmering silver dragons radiate divine feminine light and gentle qualities. They exude harmlessness, love, peace, tranquility, balance, gentleness, and calmness. If we are ready, they surround our aura in a soft, pure silver light that enables us to retain these divine feminine qualities. They also reflect our true self and highest potential back to us by coming to us and looking deep into our eyes. This enables us to see the essence of our soul and discover aspects of ourself we did not know existed. We are reminded of our divine magnificence, and may catch a glimpse of the mighty soul, or even monad, I am presence, to which we belong. Your fifth dimensional soul blueprint contains the keys and codes of your gifts, talents, wisdom, and powers. Much of this is locked away and unused. Receiving this card suggests that it is time for some of this potential to be ignited and brought forward into your life. You are ready to reveal yourself and be who you truly can be. Sit quietly and see or sense the shimmering silver dragon who has come to you. Allow it to reflect back to you the hidden aspects of your soul and your higher possibilities. This may or may not be a conscious process, but it will inspire you to express your essence and transform your life. Be ready to develop any gifts or qualities that the dragon draws to your attention. You may surprise yourself. Our next card is from the Hawaiian Wisdom Oracle deck. And it is Pueo. Our question for it is, how can I give of myself through respectful expression of feelings to secure trust? This is in the south, and it represents emotions and water. This is a card of the owl of guidance. Ama, Kua, are ancestral gods that appear in living or rock forms. The term also refers to the higher self. Messages from Amakua can come in a voice, a vision, a dream, or a sign. Appearances that are fleeting and sudden may indicate approval, a sign that one is on the right track. When an Amakua lingers, it may be attempting to warn you of danger, to turn back, or take a different route. It is important to closely observe and become familiar with your Amakua so as to be able to interpret the meaning of its messages. Hawaiians have many stories about Amakua in the form of Pueo, the owl. The theme which underlies all of them is rescue. Pueo often indicates that one is in danger, that one should turn back, should take a safe route instead of a more treacherous one, or should go to wherever help lies. Therefore, Pueo may appear to tell you to seek an alternative route or guidance. Pueo may also appear to warn you that if you have been overlooking your obligation to develop a special talent or ability, you may be in danger of losing it. If you've been putting off seeking the wisdom or guidance of a teacher or healer, now is the time to stop doing so. The West, representative of the physical and earth. From the Dreamtime reading cards, we have Magpie. How can I persevere through challenges to manifest my vision based on meaning? Magpie represents spoken word. The magpie is a large black and white bird that has a bad reputation for swooping down on people passing by its nest. Its distinctive melodic song is often heard as the sun rises, and it is known as a very talkative bird. Often, the juvenile is raised in a group, which can be very loud and demanding. on its parents as the young bird struggles to find its independence. The magpie is associated with chatter, gossip, and the power of the spoken word. It also reflects the struggle of the adolescent. The bird often visits to remind you that gossip, and more importantly, your reputation, is something that you must be mindful of. It warns against talking about other people and the damage that gossip can do. Talking with someone you trust can be very therapeutic, but talking badly about others can be destructive and hurtful. The magpie is always chatting to itself, to its offspring, and even to other birds. It can indicate that there will be discussions or that you may be the topic of others' talk. The best thing to do is to watch your words. Speak nicely about others and avoid idle chatter. The North. How can I detach from negative states of thinking so that my story makes my dreams come true? We're going to be taking a card from the Aztec Oracle, and we're going to have Dove. This is our third bird card in a row. So we have had Owl, Magpie, and now Dove. The keywords for this card are essential needs, peace, and harmony. Recorded material about the dove is scarce in Mesoamerican myth and literature. But we know it is the volatile of one of the most important Aztec goddesses, Jade Skirt. As we have seen, Jade Skirt is a water goddess. Her realm is the collected pools, lakes, springs, and oceans, the literal womb of life on earth. Thus, Jade Skirt is seen as the Divine Mother. Jade Skirt was Seven Skirt, and Lady of Salt, represents the Aztec triple goddess, source of the three elements that we need to survive: water, grain, and salt. As Jade Skirt's volatile, Dove represents what is essential to us. Dove has often been represented as a peace bringer, a divine messenger in both the Sumerian and Hebrew flood myths. Dove was the first messenger to bring news of land. To the Mexica people, Dove was always considered a favorable and harmonious omen. A warrior society like the Aztec civilization could not have built their magnificent city and culture without periods of peace, prosperity, and harmony, during which people felt safe and had the desire to lead fulfilling lives. Doves are known for their beautiful songs, and while their singing attracts the attention of predators, they teach us to take pleasure in the moment. They are highly adaptive with simple needs. This is why doves, in spite of their high predation rate, are never in short supply. They mate frequently, subsist on a wide variety of seeds, and only need a tree to nest in and a source of water to drink. If Dove has flown into your reading today, your attention is being directed toward how you are taking care of your essential needs: food, shelter, warmth, and so on. Feeling safe, productive, and peaceful are all possible only when essential needs are met. That is the first thing to evaluate when Dove makes an appearance in your cards or in your life. Is your home safe from financial or other perils? Do you know how to stretch your food dollars so that meals, even simple ones, are always available? Dove can also signal a time of peace between warring friends, family, and life mates. Dove arrives when the storm is over, when the time adrift has ended or is about to end. And speaking of endings, that is the ending of this reading. So blessed to have you with me. Thank you. And I'm wishing you all the joy and peace you can possibly muster. Please join me again if you care to do so.